ladies who are in their second trimester of pregnancy. Now, if standing doesn't feel good for you today, you can do everything that we're going to do easy seated and just do the arms, and I'll take you through the options to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off coming into mountain pose, which is where I am now. So we're going to have the feet hip width apart and wider, just to accompany the hips as they'll be growing out a little bit. We make sure the shoulders are stacked above the hips are directly above the ankles, and we're pulling up through the legs. So you're lifting up through the fronts of the legs, especially the kneecaps. I'm going to tuck in the tailbone a little bit as well. So as your baby grows, you might notice that you start to get a little bit more of an arch through the lower back. So we're going to just turn the tailbone down and just make sure we feel nice and stable. Soft knees as well. So be mindful not to lock the knees. I'm a hypocrite for that. We're going to keep the knees nice and soft. So up to you where you want to have your hands. You can have your hands in traditional Tadasana, so our mountain pose, or you can bring hands onto bump, onto baby, whatever feels good. Or you can bring one hand onto the heart space and rest the other hand on your growing baby as well. So we're going to start by just closing the eyes and start coming into your breath. Breathing into your heart space and breathing down towards your unborn baby. Breathing into the front of the heart and down towards your baby. Now breathe into the back space of the heart, so between the shoulder blades, and then down to your baby. And breathing into the sides of the rib cage, surrounding the area of the heart. And breathe down to your baby. Keep this breath moving between your heart and baby. Be mindful to ensure your face is nice and relaxed, so we're just releasing any other facial expressions that we may have been holding from before. Shoulders are really nice and soft. The kneecaps are soft, knees are slightly bent. The weight is even between both feet. You can equally feel the weight spread between all 10 toes. And without judgment, allow yourself to be the observer. Just observe anything that's coming to mind and acknowledge that it is neither good nor bad, neither right nor wrong, it's just information. And go ahead and set an intention for your practice today, whether you want to keep it within the space of your mat, in the space of your room where you are, the space of exactly where you are right now, or if you'd like to take it beyond into the rest of your day. Again, relaxing the face, either eyes closed or a soft gaze out in front of you. Sending your baby love, nourishment through your breath, words of wisdom and guidance, and love. Okay, slowly just release the hands down to your sides if they're not already there. And I'm going to reach the arms all the way out. Take a breath in, keep the shoulders really nice and soft. And breathe out, bring the arms back down. Keep the knees soft, tailbone tucked under, breathe in again, lift the arms. Breathe out, bring them down. And one more, breathe in and lift. And breathe out. If the eyes are closed, we're just going to slowly blink them open. And take the feet just a tiny little bit wider. and open the arms out to a T shape. So we're going to take some little twists, but we want to ensure that the hip stays still. So take a deep breath in to lengthen through the spine. As you breathe out, take a twist to your right and bring the left hand towards the right shoulder and look over that right arm. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale, take the twist to your left. Inhale to centre, keep the knees soft, tummy and tailbone tucked down, or tucked in, sorry. Inhale, reach out. Exhale. Nice and slow, breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And keep doing this a few more times. You may want to make it into a bit more of a smoother movement. So inhaling to come all the way around. Exhale, hold at the back. Inhale, come all the way around. Exhale, take it around. Keep those hips still. So what we want to avoid is the hips turning around at this moment. And focus on hugging your baby in. And lifting a little bit through the pelvic floor. Let's finish this last round. And release the arms down, give the shoulders a rock. Lovely, next one we're going to do, we're going to take the weight onto one foot as we turn around, we're going to lift the arms up. So take a breath in, and as we twist, we're going to take the weight onto our right foot, and we're going to bring the right hand down and left arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold it here. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale, take your twist the other side. Drop the arms, keep the tailbone tucked down. Breathe and come to centre. Breathe out. Breathe into centre. And breathe out. Focusing on your intention and your connection with baby. Keeping these twists nice and open. One more like this, one more round. And come back to centre. Release the arms down. So we're going to do that but starting from the bottom. So soften the knees, take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to take the twist all the way up. Inhale, exhale. So we're softening the knees and then lifting up a little bit. So breathe in to take a little squat, breathe out, take your twist. Breathe into squat, breathe out, take your twist. So getting a little bit of work through the legs. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more round, breathe in and out. And last one to the left, breathe in and out. Lovely, and give those shoulders a roll. You need to roll the ankles out as well, you can. So we always want to make sure we're keeping the chest nice and open just to allow for deeper breaths as well. So whenever you do take any kind of twists, we want to avoid kind of closing off the heart space. So always make sure you're opening through the heart. All right, coming into prayer with our hands, we're going to keep our prayer at our heart space. Again, this time, just like the first session, the first exercise that we did, the hips are going to stay still. So we're not going to twist with the body. So hands into prayer. We take a deep breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head, shoulders really soft, knees soft. Breathe out, take a twist to your right. Breathe in, come to centre. So we're going to do 6 to the right. So here's 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Shoulders soft, breathe in. Exhale, 2. Last one. And breathe out. Lovely, let's take it to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out, here's 1. Breathe in, centre. Breathe out, 2. Breathe in center. Breathe out 3. Breathe into the heart space. Breathe out for 4 as you twist, so breathing down towards baby. Last 2. And last 1. Lovely, and release. Okay, give those wrists a rub. So we're going to bring the arms all the way up. If you get dizzy, or if you have any high or low blood pressure, with the arms lifted up, just bring them down and just give the hands a little shake and get yourself onto the floor just so you don't get too dizzy. So reach the arms all the way up, take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to take another twist to the right, but keep those hips still. Breathe in center. So 6 to the right, 5 more here. Here's 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And release down. Take a roll of the shoulders. And when you're ready, do 6 more onto the left. So inhale to lift up. Exhale, come back to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale. Now if you want to, get a little bit more dynamic with the arms. You can inhale, bring the arms down. Exhale, take your twist here instead. Here's 4, 3. 3. You can go at your own pace though. 2. And 1. And release back down. Okay. Nice big roll of the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to step to the short side of the mat, so wherever that is, left or right. We're going to make sure the feet are at least hip width apart, and so they can be wider. So as a guide, hip width is more or less 1 foot away from each other without pregnancy. So you want to maybe take 1 foot, toe heel 1 foot out a little bit wider. So we're going to start with take the right leg back. Your left foot is going to toe heel, so it's in line with the side edge of the mat. So you've got a nice wide stance of the legs. Back foot is going to be on a 90-degree angle, so that your back foot is going to line up with the shorter edge of the mat at the back. So opening the body out, so our left arm is in line with the left leg, and the right arm is in line with the right leg as well. So on a slight diagonal, and we're going to bend into the left knee, keep the tummy tucked and keep the tailbone tucking down, and just make sure you can see the big toe on your left foot be on the inside of the left knee. So in pregnancy yoga, we want to take a shorter stance and a wider stance. So in a yoga practice which is not specific to pregnancy, we might be closing the stance up and coming a little bit deeper. Sorry, opening the stance up a little bit longer, if that makes sense. So drop that front knee, shoulders really nice and soft, and really try and split the floor with the feet whilst pulling the inner thighs inwards and upwards. Drop those shoulders, make sure again shoulders are stacked above the hips, which should be on a slight diagonal towards the top of your mat, so the top corner. And you're going to gaze over your left hand, your middle finger of your left hand, and just stand here and breathe, releasing any tension from the shoulders, allowing the legs to fire up. So your legs are your strength here. Allow your legs to be your foundation for this posture, and just really settle into the feeling of softness of the upper body. Breathing into the heart space and breathing down towards your baby. Okay, let's fire up a little bit. So we're going to straighten both legs, reach the arms up, deep breath in. You may be feeling a burn in the arms now. Breathe out. If it's too much, just give the arms a shake and you can just do the legs. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out. Breathe in and lift. And breathe out. out. So if this isn't feeling good for you whilst you're standing, you can just stand up nice and tall and reach the arms up and down, or you can come onto your bottom and just do the arms that we're going to do today. Let's do one more. And release the hands down. We're going to straighten the front leg. We're going to walk the right foot to the top of the mat and we're going to swap legs. So take your left leg back. I'm going to turn around this way so I can face you. Your left leg is stepping back. Nice wide stance, not too long with the legs. Back foot in line with the back of the mat, so parallel or slightly turned inwards. And then you're going to make sure you can see your big toe be on the inside of your right knee and reach those arms out. So we're on a slight diagonal to your mat. Gaze down your right hand, down the middle finger. Split the floor with the feet. Really hug baby in here, tucking the bottom in. Getting rid of any tension through the shoulders, so maybe give them a roll if you need to. And breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. We're going to add arms. We're going to breathe in, straighten the legs, reach the arms up, and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Inhale, really lift, reach out the sides of the waist, shoulders soft, and out. Last one here, breathe in and out. Lovely, release the hands down, straighten up the legs, and we're going to toe heel the feet together. Lovely, and then open the feet hip width or wider. Let's just take some little hip throws. That's me clicking. And let's go the other way. Okay, let's come down into a squat. So what you want for this one, you want to make sure you've got a bolster or a cushion or blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. But you're going to make sure you've got something to sit on behind you. And you've also got something to support your hands, all right? So we're going to keep the knees bent, just take a deep breath in, reach the arms all the way up. And as you breathe out, bring the hands down onto the thighs, shoulders soft. Take a breath in as you round through the back, tuck the bottom, tuck the chin, hug baby in. And as you breathe out, you're going to reach the tailbone away, reach the heart forward, taking a little stretch for the front space of the heart, gazing up. Lovely, and take a breath in just to come into a nice neutral spine. And as you breathe out, walk the hands down the legs, make sure you're creating room for your baby. And then you can lift the heels if you need to, and we're going to sit the bottom onto a bolster or onto blocks, or if you've got like a stool, you can sit that underneath your bottom. Using the blocks if you need to for support. So if you find it challenging to sit upright here, you can use blocks either beside you or in front of you. So shoulders really, really nice and soft. If you've got any pelvic girdle pain at the moment, take your stance a little bit narrower. Okay, so you can come here and just bring the hands into prayer. Keep the knees in line with the hips. If you're feeling okay, take the knees a little bit wider, but don't push it. Main thing is that we breathe here. And we focus on the stillness of the earth beneath us. The support of the earth beneath us. We take a moment for gratitude. Sending loving thoughts down to your unborn baby. And breathing them into your heart and down towards them. . I also mean babies, if anyone's having more than one child. Just sending love down into that area. Let's take one more breath. And open the eyes. Okay, we're going to slowly just draw ourselves onto the floor. So the way we're going to do this, obviously if you're further on into second or third trimester, you're going to have a bump in the way. So make sure you're really nice and comfortable, keeping the knees open. Come onto your hands and your knees. If you are experiencing any wrist pain at all, any carpal tunnel, use your blocks or the books that you've got, and you can rest your forearms on them as well. So you can bring them up to any level that feels good. You can come up onto a higher level as long as you feel secure, as long as you feel stable. But be mindful, if you are on a higher level, sometimes blocks can be a little bit wobbly. And you will be carrying extra weight with your baby at the moment anyway. So just going to rock side to side. This is really, really, really good. Anyone who gets any back pain, especially lower back pain. So just let your baby hang out in the hammock of your womb. And when you're ready, just start taking some gentle hip rolls, just like we did when we were stood. Nice and slow. And let's go the other way. Okay, and let's do one more. Lovely. And find a nice bit of stillness. Make sure the knees are wide enough and that the hips are stacked above the knees as well. So we want to make sure the knees aren't coming too far up so that the hips are further behind the knees and they're not too far back, so we're bringing the body forward. You can do this on forearms or on fists or flat hands, taking cat-cow. So we're going to breathe in as you round through the back, hug your baby in, look towards baby, tuck your bottom, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor. Breathe out, reach the tailbone away, reach the heart forward and gaze up without collapsing through the spine. Breathe in, round through the back, hug your baby in, lift pelvic floor. Breathe out, release the pelvic floor. On your exhale, reach the heart forward. Breathe in, round through the back. And out. Let's do two more. Breathe in. And out. Last one. Breathe in. And out. And let's take a well-deserved child's pose. So opening the knees nice and wide. Toes come together. And we're going to sit back in child's pose. Now, if your bump is really, really big at the moment and this isn't accessible for you, just come up onto hands and knees and rest here. You can also use, if you've got bolster or cushion, you can use that to rest on here as well. So gentle exercise for the pelvic floor. Pelvic floor, if anyone's not quite sure of how to access it, it's that muscle that we contract when we're holding in a wee or we're holding in other stuff from the other passage. So when we breathe in, we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor, lifting it upwards. And when we breathe out, we're just going to relax it. And this is a really good birthing technique to help release through the pelvic floor and relax those muscles. And it just gives you the opportunity to train those muscles, which will help when you're giving birth, hopefully. So in child's pose or puppy dog pose where we were before, we're going to breathe in as you lift the pelvic floor, hold it for 1 second. And breathe out, let it go, relax the muscles. Breathe in, lift the pelvic floor. Hold it for 1 second. And breathe out, relax. Let's do 3 more of those. Inhale and lift. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in and lift. And breathe out, release. Okay, and come back onto hands and knees. We're going to head into our final relaxation. So we're going to get you to lay on your left hand side. Now there's a few options that you can use for support. I always like to use a bolster in between my legs, especially if you've got any hip niggles at all. So this is really good if bump is quite big already and the hips have grown a lot, so you can just create a bit more support for your knees. And then you can use a cushion underneath your head just to rest here. So you're going to close the eyes. And just connect deeper with your breath. And take this time to slow down, relax your mind. Remember, anything that comes to mind is neither good nor bad. It's just information. It's neither right nor wrong. There's no need to judge anything. And continue laying here for as long as you may need. Take the time to rest. Welcome to stay exactly where you are. If you need to take longer at home for a relaxation. But if you feel ready to reawaken, gently bring yourself up to a seated position of your choice, using a bolster or support underneath the hips. Bringing the hands into prayer. Thanking yourself for your practice, From my heart to your heart. Namaste.